It's a pleasure to have the opportunity to address you here in Korea. And thank you very much for inviting me to participate in this meeting. Unfortunately, I cannot be in presence because I need to be in Nairobi because we are celebrating the preparatory committee of the Habitat 3. But you know that the relationship between water and local authorities is one of our dearest themes in UN Habitat. I remember very well the meeting in Marseille where we had the opportunity to talk with a lot of members and friends that I am sure that you are here in Korea in this occasion. I would like to appreciate the partnerships and continuous support of ICLEI, UCLG, the World Water Council, of course, and the Korean representative of the different ministries, the local authorities committee of the Korean chapter. I think that all of that creates a big family that can speak with authority on the local and regional involvement of authorities in the provision of water. And that is very important for me that you are talking already about the implementation. It's not anymore about theory, it's about the practicalities of this implementation. I think that it's very clear that since the Millennium Development Goals and now in the post-2015 Sustainable Development process, water is gaining a very important role. This is a very good occasion to center and to coordinate our activities to give a really implementation strategy in order to try to change the reality. The Millennium Development Goals have been for us since the year 2000 a good impulse in order to improve the distribution of water, etc. We have seen that in clean water in general we have good news, but in other parts of the cycle, urban cycle of water, we are not having such good outcomes, for example in the case of sanitation. And I think that this requires a very focused attention to the water cycle in the urban scenario. It's not just the provision of clean water, it's the provision or is the capture of the water, the distribution, the provision, the good condition of the water, and then is the management of the sewage system, the recycling, the treatment, etc. And it's a total cycle of water, urban water management that it's at stake. And in that sense, local authorities historically from millennia, I always remember the Cloaca Maxima of Rome 2000 years ago. Local authorities have been involved in the provision of water. Remember also the nice images of the aqueducts, the Roman aqueducts that still we can admire in many cities in Asia and in other cultures. We have also very fantastic classical times water distribution systems. I think that we need to be in that sense very bold in order to advocate for a better water operators at urban level. At the end, water operators became the organization, the entity, sometimes a private company, sometimes a public company, but it's an entity that manage the responsibility of addressing these urban basic services. And I think that through water operators we can facilitate interchanges, improve of best practices, etc. I think that good interrelation between local authority and local water operator, it should be kept as a magic formula in order to guarantee that all these questions could be addressed in a planned manner, in a rational manner, and in an efficient manner, and we can reach the objective of providing water, clean water, to everybody. As the population now is at about 7.7 million, but we are going to reach 10 billion, and also we are going to see the increase of people being urbanized. This, for us urban people, it's a challenge, but also it's a very good opportunity. The recent study of the World Bank has demonstrated that in compact cities, the capital cost of providing clean water is on the line of $350. When we are providing the same service in a sprawl area, low density, suburban, low density, peripheric urbanization, this cost doubles per family. It goes to $665. Then this is a good example and is a practical understanding that good urbanization and good compactness, well-designed compactness, is a facilitator of the provision of water and with adequate systems at adequate costs. What makes affordable the water distribution, what makes affordable the sewage, a good sewage system, what makes affordable most of the services related to water, it's the urban design. And then we are in a win-win situation here. We need to support each other in a very committed manner in order to team together for a better provision of services and using all the tools. And one of the most important one is adequate urban design. I hope that your conference is going to be a success, that you will have the opportunity to elaborate on all the ideas that affects the water. You know that urban water, on the total share of water that is consumed by humans, it represents around 20%. 80% of the water is in agriculture and in industry. I think that also requires another conversation, perhaps on another level, on how we share these limited resources for the different users. Thank you very much, and have a success in the conference here in Korea.